Welcome to MTB Cooking. Today we share with you how to cook the French Tarte Flambée, which is also known as Flammkuchen in German. And it is a North French speciality. It comes from Alsace and it's kind of like a pizza made with white sauce, bacon and onions and fried in the oven. It's amazing. We first of all start out by cutting up the bacon into bits as well as the onions into some thin strips. After we've done that, we'll just make the white sauce for our tarte flambée. So we mix some sour cream in a bowl together with some cream cheese. And we use a good 38% fat sour cream as well as a good Philadelphia original type of cream cheese. It's the amazing taste we know, all of us, from a cream cheese. So it goes really well in this sauce because it's very neutral. We also add in an egg yolk from an organic egg, and then we can just sort of nicely whip all of these three ingredients together. Once we have a good homogeneous sauce, we can add in some salt and some pepper. This is going to spice up the sauce because obviously it doesn't taste of much at the moment. So salt and pepper to your liking, and also add in a bit of nutmeg. That could be freshly ground, that is the best. This will of course give a very perfumed taste, so don't add in too much of the nutmeg. Just integrate this last ingredient and then you can set aside your sauce for later. In a warm pan, in a bit of oil, we're using a neutral tasting canola oil, we will fry our bacon. We will fry it semi-crispy. We do not want it to go all too crispy and dry because we are going to, of course, heat up this tarte flambée in the oven, so the bacon will be even more fried once we start cooking the whole dish. So remove the bacon when it looks like it does here, and use the same fat that you just fried the bacon in to fry your onions. That's going to give a lot of good bacon taste to these onions, and that's of course what we're looking for. We also don't want to cook the onions too much, so make sure they're just lightly brown as they are in the video now. We've set aside our two elements here because we're going to use them later for when we are going to assemble the pizza or the tarte. So we've taken some pizza doughs that we've made ourselves. We have linked to a video right here that shows you how to make this delicious pizza dough. And we will just turn it into some semolina flour, which will give a very good crust as well as make it easier for us to spread out the dough, which we'll do now onto some parchment paper on the table surface. It allows us to work with the dough very easily and it won't stick to anything when we use the parchment paper underneath. So this is a really good trick. And what we're going to do for our tarte flambée is that we will spread out this pizza dough to a fitting size. We are saying 2 to 3 millimeters of thickness, so that will be for one person. We're actually cooking one tarte flambée per person in this case, but of course you can do whatever you like. So we're just spreading it out evenly and making sure there are no holes, and then we can add on a nice layer of the white sauce that we just did, and this will be the creamy cheesy part of the tarte flambée. We will not add additional cheese, so do not hesitate to spread it out all the way, almost all the way to the edges, and of course don't add too little. We also will distribute a thin layer of golden onions, the ones that we did just before, so that they are distributed all over the pizza. And then we can add our bacon bits that we just fried as well. And the cool thing is that it's for you to choose how much you want to put on. You might want to have more or less onions and bacon, and it's completely up to you. We would cook our tarte flambée on a pizza stone that we've put in the oven, so it's very hot. Our oven is in 250 degrees Celsius, that's 490 degrees Fahrenheit, and we cooked it for 8 to 12 minutes. But it's important to keep an eye on it. If you cook it on a pizza stone, which would be the best thing to do because it'll give you a really crispy bottom, you will really need to have an eye on it because it'll go really fast, the cooking process. And that's also why we like to cook it on a pizza stone, because the bottom goes really crisp and it instantly get this very delicious crust on the bottom of the pizza or on the tarte that we really like. As you can see here, it's a nice and thin result. You have the crispy edges, the creamy white sauce together with this delicious taste of fried onions and crispy bacon. It's really to die for, and it's so easy to make. You just have to be, of course, a little bit in advance with your pizza dough if you choose to go for this version. The original tarte flambée is made with a dough without yeast, so it's more like a tart dough. That is, of course, also an option you can go for, but we would really recommend you to try out this pizza-like tarte flambée. Thanks for watching MTB Cooking. We're really happy to have you with us. Give this video a like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you again later in a new video. Bye bye.